Hello, thanks for tuning in to Tuning Wheel Tarot. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button on your way in. I'm going to be channeling a reading for fire signs. This could be for any placement, so please check your chart. If you're familiar with Western astrology, you might use your sun sign. I also recommend you look up your Vedic chart and check it out and see what resonates best for you. And with any message, take what resonates and leave what does not. Just because you're a fire sign, this may not be happening to you. Maybe somebody around you, or it's just the current energy that I'm tapping into at the moment. So if you're here, you're here. Right on. Thank you for joining. Scorpio birthday time and heading into Sagittarius season very soon. Definitely right in the midst of fall. The fires are going. The candle magic is going. I bought this for myself, like as a little gift to myself. This was a nice handmade tray that somebody made, and it came with the votives and everything for like $22. This nice piece of wood, and then I can put my crystals on here, my incense. I'm really digging it. So I'm glad I get to share that with you today. Sometimes it's the little things, you know. So, Spirit, what do we have for the fire signs? Yes, we're going to do a past, present, future spread and some advice for an outcome. Spirit, what do we got here? The sun. Ba-ba-da-ba. Make sure in those winter months you are getting that vitamin D, right? So you might have to supplement yourself. You know, some people, you know, even though it's like bad for your skin, they go to the tanning bed, you know, and maybe for some of you that means getting out of town and into a different climate. Spirit, what else we got for fire signs, please? Whew, spicy, spicy. Hermit Virgo. Interesting. I'm just seeing this white more as like, you know, representative of kind of, because it's like blanketing this figure, but you know, when you think about like a blanket of snow, and yes, I just said the S word, so sorry for those of you that don't like snow, but when you're blanketed by the snow, like everything becomes quiet and still. It's like you don't have to do anything, right? So, you know, with the Hermit card here, you know, your communication style may change a little bit. This is Mercury action as well, which is about communication. So think about your communication style when you are still, and maybe lean upon that as a strength moving through this season, I think is what Spirit's wanting me to communicate. Yes, thank you. Spirit, what we got for Leo, Aries, Sagittarius? What's for the fire signs ahead? Ace of Pentacles, money, 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 money. Remember when that was the, was that the, oh no, that was For the Love of Money, the OJs on The Apprentice. Remember that show? Anyway, so a gift of abundance from the universe coming to you, fire signs, particularly in the area of your finances. So if there's something that you've been waiting to reveal, or maybe it just wasn't the right time for you to receive it. So maybe like, you know, you applied for a promotion and you didn't get it. Well, maybe you were able to apply again, and now this is the time that it's coming through. Okay. So have some patience here. Rest upon your stillness in your strength of knowing, okay? And your strength of what direction you want to go and to take this abundance in. All right, Spirit, what's the outcome here for the collective? All right. First one's first. Page of Swords. Air signs, Leo, Gemini, Aquarius. Beginner energy. Spirit, clarifying the sun here. You already got the Ten of Pentacles, which is quite amazing, right? Like, you know, for some of you, you might have like a, I don't know why I'm seeing like that you live like in a kind of like a gated community or kind of just something very kind of more exclusive, you know, or maybe you live in a building where, you know, there's kind of like, you know, a lobby or something. All right, Spirit, what else can we clarify for these fire signs in this collective? Justice, Libra. Could have some Libra in your chart or dealing with a Libra. But I feel like for some of you, this Ten of Pentacles, this abundance you received is in part due to the universe saying that what you have is just, okay, and it's truly representative of you with the Sun card. Like, you know how to handle it, okay? Like, you know, like maybe you have the ability to go and buy like 5 Louis Vuitton bags, right? But you don't, and you buy like 1 Louis Vuitton bag, you know, like you're still reserving what you have here. You're not running out of this sun energy, okay? Is what Spirit's saying, because you've been granted this justice, this evening out of the scales. And you know, when that comes to your finances and your stability, yeah, Spirit's saying you really can't ask for more there, okay? So, you know, be proud of where you're at. All right, Spirit. Yes, thank you both again. Wow, the artist came out. So maybe for some of you, this has been a time when you've started to work on some creative projects, and maybe it's a project of many, taking up many, you know, a lot of resources. So this might have been tiring you out. Maybe this is why you're in this kind of hermit mode, because it's like, oh my gosh, I'm working on all these things, like even just mentally, and it's, you know, and Spirit's recognizing that it's exhausting. And for some of you, you've had to put on a mask, you know, and especially coming into the holidays, like, yeah, everything's fine. Like, you don't really want to get into the details of why you're stressed out. And maybe it's just because you're, you know, you're just not used to sharing kind of like the creativity. Maybe you don't have creative partners to work with at the moment. Things of that nature. But you know, a lot of the great masters worked alone too, right? So finding your own strength here again through the Seven of Cups. Spirit saying you're going to be using your time wisely. So, Spirit, can we clarify this Ace of Pentacles, please? Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, all placements. This is a reminder, we have, you know, most signs in our chart. It's just a matter of to what degree. So don't focus too hard on the signs, although, you know, it may help you provide some direction. Let's see here. 2 of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Okay. So I feel like for some of you, you've been doubling down on your resources and really hoping to get this gift, you know, this kind of reciprocation from the universe, and Spirit saying is coming, okay? So the balancing acts that you've had to do, maybe a little bit of hoarding that you've had to do, like it's going to be worth it. So, maybe those of you that have been like saving up for something special, like, maybe you've been saving up to buy a new car. It's definitely about a tangible good here though. So, and whether you actually spend any of that money or not is another story, right? That's up to your own discernment. But yeah, if you've felt like a little stuck on, which financial path to go, not only that, but then the amount of resource, sometimes it like takes money to make money, right? So if that's been kind of stressful, spirit's just saying that it's going to be going more in your favor, I guess, in a more tangible, and that's what I want to meaning to say, to spit it out. Sorry, it's taking me so long. Just in a tangible form. It's not just like, it's no longer a pipe dream. Okay. It's actually going to benefit you. So Spirit, let's clarify this outcome here of the Page of Swords for this fire collective. What's going on with this Page of Swords? I feel like this is a gossip energy again. I don't know why I'm getting that so strongly. I got that on my last reading too, which I don't really care for that, but it is what it is. Nine of Wands. Yeah, maybe you've heard enough. And maybe what you've heard enough of, collective, is of this struggle. And maybe this is what Spirit's saying, is that you actually have more here than what you think. So like giving up this struggle, like kind of time to cut off from the past, like of, you know what I mean? Like maybe you're your own boss now. Like you don't even have to report. It's like, why are you worried about what somebody else thinks? Like, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. All right, Spirit, let's clarify also this Page of Swords. Fire signs collective. Nine of Wands is also strong on Sagittarius. And the Knight of Wands. So abundant in flirtations for sure. And maybe collective, that's because this Ace of Pentacles is gonna kind of be showing you as attractive. Yeah, into a lot of people. Oh my God. Yeah, you're definitely seen as the Queen of Pentacles here. And there's going to be some people fighting for your attention. But with that Page of Swords, that could be kind of like in a good or a bad light. So again, with that Nine of Wands, if you find yourself in that, just recognize that if you go back to focus on your pentacles, like that's what's going to bring you to your own balance, right? And then that's going to allow you to more easily deal with these other outside energies. But if you keep, allowing this this page energy here to kind of like push you around, in a sense, then you're never going to get past this, and on to the next. Is always going to be like, I'm always on guard. I'm always fighting. I'm always like, nobody wants to do that. Like that's why guards like take shifts. Okay. And that's kind of what this Knight, and maybe that's why this Knight is here, to kind of like come in and say like, hey, it's okay to have some fun, right? This can also be somewhat of a reckless energy, but it's also a more celebratory type energy, this Knight here. All right, collective. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I am going to leave you with a couple of Monology cards here. Spirit, what do we have for the collective on this Monology? There was just a new moon last week. Waxing currently. Spirit, what do we have for the fire signs here? Thank you. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Now, this came up in another reading, and I don't know if I fully explained that, but like in my, and I mentioned your different astrology systems. In Western astrology, my sun sign is a fire sign, but also my North Node in Vedic is also a fire sign. So, you know, some of those fire sign characteristics are not that far off for me. Now, again, you know, you might be like, that doesn't resonate with me at all. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't have to, right? All right, Spirit, what else we got here for the fire signs? But if you are watching a fire sign reading, then chances are you might want to check it out. All right, Spirit, what else we got here for these fire signs? Meditate and contemplate Pisces energy, water energy. Okay. That was another thing I found out when I kind of looked at my chart more in depth. I had a lot more water in my chart than I originally had thought. And that makes a lot of sense just because, you know, like here I am reading tarot cards. I'm just kind of like one of those sensitive type people. Have been called overly sensitive many times over the course of my life. Well, maybe it's not overly sensitive. I just have a higher sense of sensitivity about some things that other people do. So, you know, and that can kind of cause us to get up in our head and things like that. But, you know, if we are contemplating like taking time to meditate, and allowing ourselves to kind of calm that energy. And that's the thing about the water signs, like they are emotional and can kind of be like that, woo, you know, like, oh my gosh, this emotional roller coaster, right? But they also have that calmness and that soothing type energy. So I don't know why I'm saying Leo, but especially Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, allow yourself to be kind of soothed by that and not worry about like, don't worry about like water putting out your spark because you're a fire sign. Like it's just, it's a needed element. Like we need water to drink, to bathe. We need fire to heat ourselves, to cook our food. Like it's just a cycle of life. There's no like one type is better than the other. It's all, you know, that's why there's four, you know, it's all in balance. All right, Spirit, the last one for this fire collective. And it says a fiery climax approaches. Well, full moon in Aries. So for somebody that might definitely be this Knight of Wands coming forth to say, hey, I see you looking good. I see you doubling down. I see you've been keeping to yourself and now it's time to shout. Yeah. So if you get hollered at coming up, don't say I didn't tell you so. Yes, the answers you need are coming. Thank God. All right. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Take it easy. Until next time. Bye.